Hey guys, welcome to Engineering Essentials, Project Lead the Way at Winton Woods High School. Okay, so first off, I don't work for Winton Woods High School. I work for Great Oaks, which is seriously fun and seriously cool because I get to have all the fun but not have all the responsibility or something like that, just responsible to somebody else. So here at Winton Woods, we have two classes. Okay, we're going to be teaching Engineering Essentials and we're going to be teaching Principles of Engineering. If you hear me say EES, that's Engineering Essentials. If you hear me say POE, that's Principles of Engineering. Okay, so I need to introduce you guys to this class. It is going to be virtual. It's going to be online, at least to start with. And I'm really excited about that because it's been something I've actually wanted to do for a really long time, is to make videos that explain the way through the class, through the projects, through the lessons, excuse me, so that you see what you need to do. So by the time that you come to class, you'll know exactly what you need to do. And then I can be there to help and to guide and to work with you and to get to know you a little bit better, and you can get to know me a little bit better, and we don't have all that silly teaching stuff in the way, and then actually we can really learn and really do some cool projects and stuff. Technically, I think it's called a flipped classroom, but I don't know all the details about that anyway, so hey, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do because that's kind of the way I've been teaching for years. I've been teaching since 2012. Actually, my first job, I replaced a teacher who was leaving. When I went to go interview was the week of Spirit Week in that high school. So I'm all dressed up in my fancy suit and tie and looking snazzy because, you know, I really want a job. And everyone else is walking around in costumes for Spirit Week. Go figure. You learn really quick that life is kind of interesting and you just kind of take what you're given and you roll with it. So I think this will be my 9th year of teaching. Oh my gosh. Wow. Where's the time go? When I started teaching, yeah, whatever. The camera I'm using is mirroring me, so that the monitor I'm using looks really weird. But I didn't have all this gray hair. Now I have 2 kids, I have a wife, and I'm here. And by here, I mean I'm in Ohio and not Virginia, because I started teaching in Woodbridge and Manassas, Virginia area. That's right outside of DC, if you're curious. But I'm really happy to be back in Ohio. I went to college in Ohio, somewhere around here. Hold on. Yeah. Here we go. Let's get the camera. I went here. Okay. If you want to look me up, you can find me. I graduated in 2003. I've been to a lot of different schools. I went to college 3 times to figure out what I wanted to do. So one of the things that I'm here is to help you guys figure out what you want to do without doing it the hard way like I did and going to college 3 times. The other thing that really the biggest thing is this is engineering. We learn how to think. We learn how to solve problems. We learn how to work as a team. You're going to hear me say this really quite a lot, that engineering in this class is all about learning how to think critically and solve problems. And we just happen to do that as teamwork. This virtual stuff's going to make it a little bit more challenging, but we're flexible. We'll do it as we go. Okay, I want to introduce you guys to the website where all of your learning is either going to be focused or going to be taking place. So here, let me switch here. Okay, so we're switched, and hey, there's my email. And as you can see, I'm getting ready for stuff. I'm trying to set up a remind and do all this other stuff. So once again, my email, and I prefer to use Zoom because I'm Great Oaks, and that's what I was trained on, how to use Zoom. If we can't use Zoom, we'll use something else. As I said, super flexible. So, but even then, that's in the way. So. Here we go. Now, yeah, Great Oaks. Okay, here we go. This is my screen. Your Chromebooks are going to look differently than this, but we're going to do what we can do. Hopefully, you guys are flexible enough to be able to handle some of these kind of crazy changes, and you're going to have to be on your toes a little bit to do this. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to open Chrome. And that just opened Chrome on a different one of my screens. Let me bring that down here. Okay. So here is Chrome. Now, you're on a Google computer, Chromebook, so hopefully you have Chrome. If you don't have Chrome, well, then I don't know what to do for you. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to find our website. So I'm going to type in www.pltw, that stands for Project Lead the Way.org. Okay, brings you to this page. This is the Project Lead the Way page. There's actually tons of stuff here. If you want to just discover what all of this stuff is, go for it. Look at it. Be curious. Find stuff. Ask questions. But in the meantime, we're going to be logging in. Okay, so I'm going to log in to see, you saw how that works. Okay, so this is welcome back, Charlie, and that actually doesn't help us out at all. Oh, by the way, yeah, my name is Mr. Corrick, if I didn't say that before, Charlie, but you don't get to call me that. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to log out because the teacher page doesn't really help you. So this is what you get when you log in. Now, each and every one of you will get your own password. In fact, if I look down here, I think it's this one. One second. And then I'm going to right click and say paste. There's many ways to do copy paste. The standard gold standard way is hitting Control and then C for copy and then Control and V for paste. So this is Aaron or Aaron, your login, and we're going to hit next. And you're going to enter your password. Ha! You don't know what it is yet. Actually, you all are going to get exactly the same password, and I don't care if you know everyone else's login information because the only thing that you're getting from this website is what you need to be doing. You don't turn anything in here, so don't freak out. You don't have to turn anything in here. We're going to figure out how to do all that. I'm still trying to figure all that out. But it will tell you, okay, so here's your name up here. Look at all this stuff. There's tons of stuff here. All you really need to worry about for today is courses. So you're going to click on courses. It's going to load. Collections, Project Lead the Way, Engineering. Now, I have a little bit more collections than you because I'm a teacher and I've been doing this for a while, so I've had more training. You guys are only going to have to worry about these three things here. And if you hit this button, it just shows you the three things that were below it. So let me close out of that. Same three things. Woohoo! Okay, so now I'm messing with Aaron or Aaron here because Principles of Engineering and Engineering Essentials. Right now, he's scheduled to be in both of my classes. Whether that stays the same or not, I don't know, but he's the only one. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up Engineering Essentials. Okay, this is where you guys are going to get everything, or most everything. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. I want you guys to look at this. Okay, in this class, there are 4 major units, and you can see what those are here. If I click on Unit 1, Inclined to Design, boom, it gives you like, this is everything you need to know, and there's the first lesson, and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to try to make this as not dry as possible because I love to teach, and I love to have fun when I teach. So this is all here. We're going to, for the most part, work our way through this class. It's brand new. It was in beta testing last year. And this year is the first year it's not in beta testing, which means it's really in kind of like beta testing part 2. Here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on here, Lesson 1-1, Engineers and Engineering. Everything you need to know is right here for this lesson. It tells you any materials you need. Really, you all need to read this. It's good stuff. Walks you through it. And then you have instructions on actually how to do the lesson. And these are all brand new, so they actually work really well. I took this class this summer, and I had to take it online. You guys are having to take it online, so hey, kind of fair, because I didn't get to go and be in person to take this. Okay, so I'm not introducing this lesson yet. I'm just trying to show you that it's here, and this is where all the lesson stuff is. once again, you know, so there's no place really to write. Well, I mean, okay, maybe some stuff to write stuff on. You know, if I write, you know, hey, how are you? All Aaron is going to see is that this will stay there. I mean, but I never get to see this. If I log into this with my teacher account, I won't see, hey, how are you? This is for you and for you only. So nothing really is turned in here. You're not going to be doing your work here. You're just finding what you need to do and learning here. Okay, so, you know, this bar's in the way. I'm going to get rid of it. Nice. Now I can see this a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller screen. I know you guys have tablets. You can do this on smaller screens. If you have a computer at home, you can also do this on your computer. We're pretty web-based here. Okay. Well, wait a second. I really need to see where I need to go. So I'll just come back over here. Notice the little arrow here. And then I'm back over here. If you want to change this, at least you used to be able to change the screen, and maybe you can't anymore. Never mind. You used to be able to make this bigger or smaller. You could see, you know, notebook stuff and glossaries. You know what? I've never used this stuff teaching. I've been teaching this for, I think, 4 years now. Never used this stuff. This is what you need. You need the contents. You can search for things. There's lots of things you can do. You can see, oh, look, here's all the different units. But there's also distance learning support opportunities. I'm going to scroll to the top here. I know I'm probably going fast, but it's a video. You can pause it. Okay. The arrows are going to help you. So I always say click the down arrow. It's not always down. Sometimes it's over, but click the arrow that makes it go down. Course landing page. Here's some general student resources. There's really lots of stuff here. Career connections. And it talks about a lot of this different stuff. One of my goals is for you to understand that being an engineer is awesome, and that being an engineer is not just one thing. There are so many things. You can be mechanical, material, industrial. My father-in-law's, it's not even listed on here. He's a plastics engineer, and he makes parts for cars and elevators and really all kind of cool stuff. So there's really cool stuff out here. So, you know, like skills for success, self-reliant, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to let you guys look at this. But I do recommend that you do look at it and don't just blow me off and say, oh, I'm just going to look at it because you told me to, and just not actually look at it. Best thing to do when learning is to actually read something. Okay, so this is our website, and this is where we will be learning. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the library. I want to show you, for my principles class, I'm going to show you this really quick, and notice that Principles of Engineering is a much older course that's been around for quite a long time. Here we go. We have our 4 units. Okay. It's pretty much set up the same way, except we do a whole lot of very different things. Go figure. Okay, so this is how the class will run based off this website, and I'm going to send out links every day for you guys to come and talk to me. So I think that's it for this video. Look for more, or look for edits, or hey, I make a lot of mistakes and I try to figure them out as I go. So hopefully you'll work with me as we get where we need to go. All right, guys, until the next installment.